The clerk will unlock the machine and take the roll. Members will record their presence by pressing the green button. Has everyone recorded their presence? Clerk, lock the machine. We have 70 representatives present. There is a quorum. All rise for the invocation to be delivered by Representative Palangio, who will also lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. Representative Palangio.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Today is a very special day. So on this day, let us take a moment to honor a real American hero. Rosa Parks was born today in 1913, on this day in 1913. Her willingness to stand up to institutional racism on the buses of Montgomery is a remarkable example of how one person with conviction and courage can change the world. We pray that you help all of us around the world, like Rosa Parks, trying to stand up to tyranny. Amen.
Is there objection to the approval of the journal of the previous day? Hearing none, so ordered. Next order of business is communications. Clerk, please read.
Representative Carlos Tobon is unable to attend session today, Thursday, February 4th, 2016. Representative Joseph J. Solomon Jr. is unable to attend session today, Thursday, February 4th, 2016.
Thank you, Clerk. New business. Any new business? Chairman Shekarchi, Chairwoman Serpa, Representative Marcello, Representative Costantino with new business, Chairman McNamara with new business, Representative Bennett with new business, Representative Johnson with new business, Representative Kazarian with new business, Representative Almeida with new business, Representative Regenberg with new business, Chairman Craven with new business, Representative Carnevale with new business, and Representative O'Grady with new business, Chairman Malik with new business. Any further new business? The next order of business is the calendar. Clerk, please read the first item on today's calendar.
Item number 1, number 7005, sub A.
Chairman Keeble.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. House Bill 7005, sub A, by myself, is a bill that provides protections for employees who attend validly issued subpoenas. It prohibits their employers from taking adverse action against them. This bill was supported by the Attorney General's Office and also the Coalition Against Domestic Violence. It is a bill that the House considered last year and passed overwhelmingly. I move passage.
Chairman Keeble moves passage. That is seconded by Representative McLaughlin, Representative Slater, Representative Hull, Representative Costa, Leader Newberry, Representative Filippi, Representative Abney, Representative Coughlin, Representative Johnson, Representative Casey, Representative Agello, Representative Maldonado, Representative Fogarty, Representative Ackerman, Representative Tanzi, Representative McEntee, Chairman Craven, Representative McCannon, and Representative Almeida. There are no lights. Clerk, unlock the machine. All in favor, please vote green. Those opposed, red. Clerk, lock the machine. 68 in favor, 0 opposed. The act prevails. Next item.
Item number 2, number 7222.
Chairman Kennedy.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This comes to us from Representative Mello. It's an act to vacate the forfeiture or revocation of the charter of Hot Rides, Inc. I move passage.
Chairman Kennedy moves passage. That is seconded by Representative Mello, Representative Barros, Representative Phillips, Representative Kazarian, Representative Casey, and Representative Johnston. There are no lights. Clerk, unlock the machine. All in favor, please vote green. Those opposed, red. Clerk, lock the machine. 68 in favor, 0 opposed. The act prevails. That concludes the calendar. Announcements and introductions. Representative Bennett.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, colleagues of the House. I have a House resolution, Mr. Speaker, proclaiming February 2016 to be Heart Health Month in the state of Rhode Island. I'd like to have it read, and could I leave it on the desk for signatures?
You can send it up, please.
I just want to make a statement. It's okay with the Speaker?
Proceed.
Again, this is about women's health, but it also affects men. Heart disease and stroke is very devastating. And this is awareness for women, but I just want to make sure the men in the room know that we suffer from heart disease also. And for the women, this is our mothers, our sisters, our daughters, our partners, our friends. It affects everybody. So if you know a woman, which I'm sure you all do, tell her to get her heart checked. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative. Whip Edwards.
Thank you, Speaker. May I be recorded in the affirmative on both items 1 and 2, please?
You may, so ordered. Chairman Gallison.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd like to ask all members of the Finance Committee if we can go back into down in room 35 so we can continue our hearing.
Thank you, Chairman. All members of the Finance Committee are excused to your Finance meeting. Representative Norton, before you have to go downstairs.
Thank you so much for recognizing that. May I be recorded in the positive for items 1 and 2 on the calendar?
You may, so ordered.
And before I leave, I do have a resolution for immediate consideration celebrating the fantastic and necessary work of United Way 211.
Absolutely. Send that up, please. Chairwoman Serpa.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Before I have to go downstairs, could I go back to new business, if you don't mind, please?
Chairwoman Serpa with new business. Representative Hull.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Could I announce a couple of guests that we have on the floor, Mr. Speaker?
Absolutely.
Today we have in our company, many of you may know him, Nicholas used to be a page, and his last name is now Allen, with his wife, Catherine, and also Rudy Cheeks. Fine, outstanding young gentleman. I became fond of him when he was a young lobbyist, and I just want to welcome him back to the House. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Representative. Representative Bennett moves House Resolution proclaiming February 2016 to be Heart Health Month in the state of Rhode Island. That is seconded by Representative Norton, Chairman Kennedy, Chairman McNamara, Representative Hull, Representative Diaz, Representative Slater, Representative Natalillo, Chairman Shekarchi, myself, and the entire House of Representatives. All in favor, aye. All opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, please read and leave on the desk for signatures.
House resolution proclaiming February 2016 to be Heart Health Month in the state of Rhode Island. Whereas diseases of the heart are the nation's leading cause of death, and stroke is the third leading cause of death. Whereas cardiovascular disease claims the lives of nearly 455,000 American women and men each year, approximately 1 death per minute. And whereas each year, 53% of all deaths occurring in women and men are due to cardiovascular disease, and 61% are due to stroke. And whereas each year, the direct and indirect cost of cardiovascular diseases in the United States, including stroke, is estimated to be over $500 billion. And whereas more women and men die of heart disease, stroke, and all other cardiovascular diseases than the next 5 leading causes of death combined, including all cancers. And whereas few women and men consider cardiovascular disease their greatest health risk, and whereas February is designated as American Heart Month, and whereas Go Red is the American Heart Association's national call to increase awareness about heart disease, the leading cause of death for men and women, and to inspire them to take charge of their heart health. And whereas all women and men should learn their own personal risk for heart disease using tools such as the American Heart Association's Heart Checkup and by talking to their healthcare provider. And whereas making the right choices relating to proper nutrition, physical activity, doctor visits, and other lifestyle methods is essential to living a heart-healthy life. Now, therefore, be it resolved, this House of Representatives of the State of Rhode Island and Providence Plantations, in recognition of the importance of the ongoing fight against heart disease and stroke, hereby proclaims February 2016 to be Heart Health Month and urges all citizens to show their support for the fight against heart disease by commemorating this month with the wearing of the color red. By increasing awareness, we will reduce risk for cardiovascular diseases and save thousands of lives each year. And be it further resolved, the Secretary of State be and hereby is authorized and directed to transmit duly certified copies of this resolution to the National Office of the American Heart Association and to the Founders Affiliate of the American Heart Association.
Representative Norton moves House Resolution proclaiming February 11th of 2016 to be United Way 211 Day in the state of Rhode Island. That is seconded by Representative Agello, Representative Maldonado, Representative Diaz, Representative Fogarty, Representative Filippi, Representative Hearn, Representative Mello, Chairman Craven, Representative Carson, Representative Ucci, Representative O'Brien, Representative McCannon, Representative Almeida, Representative McLaughlin, Representative Barros, Representative Johnson, Representative Abney, Representative Kazarian, Representative Natalillo, Representative Phillips, Representative Riley. All in favor, aye. And Representative Bennett. All opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, please read and leave on the desk for signatures. Chairwoman Macbeth.
Yeah, because he likes what you're doing. What?
Chairwoman Macbeth.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Speaker. Announcement.
Proceed.
The House Committee on Oversight will meet at the Rise in Room 101.
Whip Trillo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Announcement.
Proceed.
You know, he's already left the room because he's one of those loyal Finance Committee members, and I'm referring to Representative Anthony Giarrusso. Today's his birthday, Mr. Speaker, and we want to wish him well. I think he's turning 39 today or something, but we wish him a happy birthday. Thank you.
He's the same age as me. Happy birthday, Representative Giarrusso. Good luck in finance today. Representative Ucci.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Announcement.
Proceed.
Mr. Speaker and ladies and gentlemen of the House, 60 years ago today, in the St. Bridget's Church in Johnston, Constance Del Ghizo and Thomas Ucci said, "I do." It's my parents' 60th wedding anniversary, and I'd ask you to join me in congratulating them. Mom and Dad, congratulations. I love you. And unfortunately, they can't watch today. They're on vacation in Newport, and they're staying in a timeshare condominium. And as my father said last night, can you believe this place doesn't have Capital TV? It's in Newport. Why don't they have Capital TV here? So they're our biggest fans, and they appreciate everything you all do. So thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Representative. Mr. and Mrs. Ucci, happy anniversary. You have a wonderful family. Congratulations. Representative Ackerman.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. An announcement, please.
Proceed.
House Committee on Municipal Government will be meeting today at the Rise in Room 203.
Thank you, Representative. Representative Maldonado.
Announcement, Speaker.
Proceed.
I'd just like to take this moment to wish Timothy Gallison, son of Representative Gallison, a happy 31st birthday on February 5th.
Tim, happy birthday. Thank you for your service to your community. Representative Palangio.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Could we return to new business for a moment, please?
Representative Palangio with new business. Any further new business? Representative Natalillo with new business. Any other new business out there? Any other announcements or introductions? Representative Carson.
Thank you, Speaker. I have a resolution for immediate consideration with approval of the minority and majority leader. And I had an introduction, but my guests are over at the Senate side. So if you're winding down business, I thought that I would at least send the resolution up.
Send the resolution up, and why don't you acknowledge them on the record? They could view it later.
Yes. Well, today I invited the members of the Rogers High School robotics team to the State House. They were here in the chamber, and they're being recognized on the Senate side. They swept the top honors in the 5th annual Sea Perch Derby, which is a robotics competition that is sponsored by the Naval Undersea Water Center Division in Newport. And 23 teams were represented from New Bedford, Sterling, Hyannis, Massachusetts, and Newport, and they took 2 of the top 2 honors. So their names are in here. If we could have that read, that'd be great.
Please send it up. We will. Any other announcements or introductions? Representative Carson moves House Resolution congratulating members of the Rogers High School robotics team on taking top honors in both divisions of the 5th annual Sea Perch Derby. That is seconded by Representative Abney. All in favor, aye. All opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, please read.
House Resolution congratulating members of the Rogers High School robotics team on taking top honors in both divisions of the 5th annual Sea Perch Derby. Whereas, December 2015, nearly 100 middle school and high school students representing 23 teams from New Bedford, Sterling, and Hyannis, Massachusetts, and Newport, Rhode Island, gathered at New Bedford High School to compete in the 5th annual Sea Perch Derby. And whereas, sponsored by the Naval Undersea Warfare Center Division, Newport, and the Undersea Science and Engineering Foundation, the competition is designed to promote excellence and interest in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics education among high school and middle school students. And whereas members of the Rogers High School Open Division team and the high school division team swept the competition, taking top honors. Top scorers in this competition will advance to the National Sea Perch Competition in May of 2016 at Louisiana State University. And whereas it is essential and fitting to recognize the triumphs of our youth and to celebrate the accomplishments of our future leaders. The members of the Rogers High School robotics team are remarkable young men and women. They exemplify everything that young people can achieve and are truly deserving of our recognition and praise. Now, therefore, be it resolved, this House of Representatives of the State of Rhode Island and Providence Plantations hereby congratulates members of the Rogers High robotics teams on taking top honors in both divisions of the 5th annual Sea Perch Derby. We furthermore wish them continued success in all their future endeavors. And be it further resolved, Secretary of State be and hereby is authorized and directed to transmit duly certified copies of this resolution to Carly R. Walton, Sierra L. Walton, Pandora A. Walker, Juliana M. DeMeglio, Lucas A. Machado, Tasia M. Terrell, Ashley L. Bronk, Stephanie Martinez, Rose A. Kosoftis, Joseph S. Frederick II, Noah A. Manuel, David R. Bro, and Cooper D. McNichol.
Thank you, Clerk. Any further announcements or introductions? Is there any objection to transmitting all matters on the clerk's desk to Her Excellency the Governor, the Honorable Senator, or the Secretary of State forthwith? Hearing none, so ordered. Leader DeSimone moves that the House adjourn. The motion is seconded by Whip Trillo. House stands adjourned.